Hey everyone, it's your girl Tony. I know I have not been doing lives for a while. Your girl has been extremely busy. However, I am delighted to come back with my next guest, Sherida Edwards. She is an amazing person. She's a phenomenal entrepreneur, mother, and she just has a great story. So without further ado, I am going to give her the floor and let her tell you guys about herself. And then we're just going to have a general conversation with each other. Not interview today. We're just kind of keeping it raw and uncut today. So we're going to do something a little different. So Sherida, you have the floor.
Hello, world. My name is Sherida Edwards. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I am a serial entrepreneur, a mom of 4 girls. I'm going to say their names and ages. I had to shout them out right quick. Ariana Edwards, 22, Mackenzie Edwards, 21, Tatiana Edwards, 18, and Amaya Edwards, 17, and a little grandbaby. The name of my business is Hood Girl Boss Brain. Established a long time ago, but just given a name in 2020. The motto behind Hood Girl Boss Brain is a woman that does not become a product of her environment, crushes every obstacle meant to stop her, and flips it like a boss. So that's what I've been doing my entire life. That's really the gist of me. What you see is what you get. I'm an open book. And
Okay, so like I said, today we're not doing scripted, we're not doing anything like we normally do on our podcast. We're just going to keep it all the way real today. So I'm just going to ask you, as a entrepreneur, how do you find time to balance being an entrepreneur, being a mother, and now being a new grandmother? How do you find balance?
I don't know. Honestly, there's not I don't know. You just got to do it, to be honest. I mean, I honestly don't know. There's not a playbook to go by. You just have to want it bad enough and just get up and just do it. You have to become kind of selfish to do it. And my girls require a lot of time, grandbaby too. So like I said, I can't give anybody, a screenplay on how to do this. You just got to want it. You got to get up and you got to do it.
Yep. 100% agree.
Yeah.
So, are we all in, or are we like keeping it cute?
I mean, I'm cute, but we can always just.
Okay.
So I'm ready.
Do you want to tell the story on how we are now like the best of friends? But do you want to tell the story on how we met, where we met, and how this all started?
We met in Disney World. No, it's not. We met. Okay, so I'll give the long, short version. So I met Tony. I'm gonna say 2009. I may be wrong. 2010.
Yeah,
around that time.
Yep.
We met at I'm not sure what's the correct term to say here. Gentlemen's Club.
Yes, there you go.
We'll say Gentlemen's Club. So for me personally, Father's Day 2009 was June 21st. I'll never forget this day. I was a service manager at a restaurant, and I had no quality of life, basically. My girls were very, very young and small. They were stair steppers. I worked every weekend, every holiday, every night. And that day, Father's Day, after I saw all the fathers, because I was the daddy's girl, I was like, I quit. So I took off on my jeans and I threw them to my manager and I left. Silly me, I got up Monday morning. I was like, girl, you don't have a job. What are you going to do? So I got in my car and I told God, wherever you take my car and wherever it stops, I'm going in. And my car was on autopilot. True story. I got out of my car and I was at a very well-known gentleman's club here in Jackson, Mississippi. I walked in. I saw a beautiful array of beautiful Black women. I was scared out of my mind. I asked them if they were hiring. They told me yes, come back tomorrow. And when I got in the car, I cried because I was very green to this. I didn't know what this lifestyle was going to bring me, what it was about. I didn't know anything. So I got me my first pair of dance shoes. I went to the mall, Victoria's Secret. They got me a 2-piece, and I showed up. And that's how I got there, and that's how I met you. There's some more things that goes with that, but that's skimming it.
Right. So me and Sherida have been friends for a very long time. Yes, love her to death. She is a phenomenal woman. But yes, we come from people just don't understand the story.
Right.
We used to, yes, we was the dynamic duo back in the day.
Breaking crack. Yeah. Trouble's coming.
Oh my goodness. So from where you started in your no, I'm not gonna ask that. Once you decided to leave that career, lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, right? And you decided to step into being an entrepreneur. What was your aha moment, or like what pushed you to want to leave that to start and be your own boss?
I didn't really have an aha moment when I decided to leave. I only came there because I knew I needed money.
Right.
And because I knew I needed fast money because I had to take care of my girl. So I always had an entrepreneurial spirit, and I've always been a hustler. I was there for a short period of time. I knew what I was coming for.
Right.
So when my time was up, my time was up. And when my time was up, I had already had a plan.
Right.
I was already doing nails. I was already doing anything hands-on, wedding invitations, graduation invitations,
Hair.
School for commercial art. So I already knew how to draw. I was already doing things the entire time.
Right.
So me leaving wasn't just, oh, I gotta go. It's I already knew what I came for, and it's time for me to, because I already have other things that I'm already doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know, like, for me, my aha moment was when I was still being a nurse and my manager told me to do something, and I was like, you got me. So that was the last day I worked a 9 to 5, and that was 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, no, that wasn't for me. That was my aha moment that I was going to start a business, become successful, and I'm going to do the hiring and the firing.
Right. Gotcha.
So once you decided, like you already knew you were automatically a hustler, because those who know you know it's in you and it's not on you. So you are definitely a hustler through and through. So as you discovered that you had all of these niches that you were good at, which niche like stuck out the most that you were like, this is what I'm going to do?
First of all, I'm thankful that I'm so talented, and it's crazy that you have to choose, which one. But I think the one that comes the most natural for me, that is no effort, would be cooking.
That's what I was saying.
I'm self-taught, so it's nothing that I had to just didn't ask them, how do you do that? Like, it came to me. For that, if I wanted to cook for the week or cook for a neighborhood or cater for a Thanksgiving party or something like that, I could just do it effortlessly. So that would be the first one. And the second one would probably be nails, because I've been doing nails since I was like 15, 16 years old. Everything else is just, I want to try that, I'm going to learn that, and I'm going to do
it. Trial and error.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just talk about, how has life been lifing for you lately? Tell us a little bit about what's going on in your world. What are you doing with your business? What do you see for the future for your brand?
Life is most definitely life. I'm gonna say it again. Life is most definitely life. It is. It's a struggle every day when you're grown. It's a struggle every day when you want something. It's a struggle every day when you're trying to do something the right way. Struggle every day when you may have help, but you're really doing it yourself. It's the struggle every day, you know. For me and my brand, I just want to make my daughters proud at this point.
Right.
I just want to be able to, for my girls to say, my mom did that. Oh, mom, she, you know, that's the thing that warms me the most. Like my whole drive and my inspiration is to make sure my girls are good, and they can. Your mother is a hustler, and your mother, like my daughter said 2 weeks ago, Mom, you can pull a rabbit out of a hat. And when she said it, she meant it, and it made me cry, because I really, really can. So in everything that I know how to do, I just want to be able to pass it down to my girls. And it's crazy because every last one of them have a part of me. They have part of my hustler's mentality, whether it's the wanting to try out the pole, whether it's, you know, wanting to cook, whether it's the wanting to model, whether, like, no matter what it is. So that's what's most important to me. Even though life is doing what it's supposed to do, I'm still here, and my girls are proud of me. So that's my brand.
So I'm going to ask you a question. It's not a trick question, but a lot of people don't understand. So tell me about your personal brand. Do you consider what you just told me your personal brand?
Specify that for me.
So when I say tell me about your personal brand, that means tell me about you. Like, what about you makes you you? Like, why are you?
That's so
yes. So tell me about your personal brand.
What makes me me? What made me choose the name for my brand for myself was because of me. Who I am, and who I am, you have to really know who I am to know who I am. That sounds. A lot of people don't know, I was adopted at a very young age. I never knew my mother. There's no picture of her anywhere. I don't know what she looks like. I have a sister that I just met last year, my biological blood sister, Letitia Miller. What makes my brand is,
because if you do it, I will do it.
What makes my brand is diligence, persistence, strength, respect, love, kindness. What makes my brand is the fact that I have been through so much in my life, and I should not be here. I thank God that I am, because I've experienced a lot of things that a lot of people would not be able to withstand. I've attempted suicide before. I've been through a number of things that should have just halted me a long time ago. So my brain is never giving up. It doesn't matter where I came from, which is not necessarily the neighborhood, but the fact that I was adopted. I never knew my entire family until last year. Right. And I still am able to get up and smile, and I'm still able to get up and endure whatever I've had to go through. And it's been so much. There's a book. There's so much that I have been through. So I think that those adjectives that I gave you would be what my brand represents. Like, you cannot give up. You cannot stop. Right. There's so many naysayers. There's so many people that look at you and say that you're not going to make it. You're not good enough for this. You're only good enough for this because of that. And like I said, you just can't give up. And that's just my brand. Like, no matter what you throw at me, I can give it to you back. And when I give it to you, it'll be nice and shiny. Yeah.
Okay, so now that is your personal brand. I know what you said when I asked you about the business brand. So now tell me about your business brand, as far as like, what do you see your brand doing for like the community, other young, women that might have went through what you went through, are going through what you went through, just different things like in that nature. Like, what do you see your brand being? How do you see your brand being like an asset to the community, like your clients, your girls, just different things like that?
Encouraging. I have a pattern for a clothing line that I've been sitting on forever. And sometimes when your dreams are so big, they scare you. Don't pursue them, because in your mind you're like, this ain't gonna work. I know that when I do it, it's going to blow my mind. So with my brand, what I want to do is just to encourage. Whatever you write down on a piece of paper, it can come true. Please write it down on a piece of paper. Whatever you speak to the universe, you can have it and you can do it.
Yep.
That's what I want my brand to represent, especially to my girls, because I tell them this on the daily, but other girls their age, older women. I'm 44. It doesn't matter what your age is, just start.
Right.
No matter where you came from, just start. I want it to be able to encourage anybody to do whatever the silliest thing you think of, and you think nobody's gonna like it, or you think nobody's gonna buy it, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Just do it.
Yep. Just put it out there.
Just do it.
Always have somebody that's gonna have something to say, whether you on top or the bottom. So just do it. Like, hey, just do it. And let me see. So I heard you mention a book is coming. Can you tell us, is it going to be like a tell-all? Is it going to be like, can you give us a little piece of what might be going on with the book?
Some already know. The book is actually done.
Oh.
The book is actually done.
Oh, okay.
It's called The Naked Pieces of Me.
Okay.
It is a telltale all book. It is a biography. It is I didn't know that. I thought I knew that, but it's all of that.
Okay.
And it starts from the very beginning to where I am now. It talks about the adventures of the Gentleman's Club. It talks about the other lifestyle I was in, dating women or whatever. It talks about my adoption. It talks about just my journey in life, because a lot of people think that I'm just this quiet, little shy, and I am. I really, really am. But there's another side of me that makes me who I am.
Exactly.
And I want people to read it, and it's enjoyable because it's real, and it's so real that you're gonna, oh my God, girl, you gotta go buy this book. Like that's what I wanted. That's what I got.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'll make sure I put the link to it in the description of this video. So as far as the entrepreneur lifestyle, can you tell me where you see yourself and your brand in the next 3 to 5 years?
In 3 to 5 years, I would like to see my brand global. Especially with the clothing line. It's something that, like I said, I keep envisioning. It keeps running through my mind hard. And once I put my foot down and I do exactly what I said I'm going to do, that's going to last me a lifetime. So in 3 years, I want to be able to write 2 more books.
Okay.
I want to be able to get my cookbook out there.
Okay.
For the moms who don't have time to cook, what am I gonna cook? I just cooked that last week. Something easy for your daughters or your sons to pick up, and that, and my personal nails. I've been doing that throughout the years. I just want to be able 3 to 5 years from now to just sit up and play with my grandbaby and sip coffee on the porch and just watch everything that I've done just to make me happy for the rest of my life. So I just see it, I feel it, I taste it, and I just can't.
Well, I know that it's gonna happen because they say when God give you a vision in your dreams, that's when you're supposed to step out on faith. So for you to keep seeing it and what I'm saying, having the same dream, it's something big in it for you. So so I'm just trying to, okay. So from, let's say, the moment you found out you were adopted, right? How did that affect your mental state? Like, how did that affect, or knowing that you were adopted, has that affected your mental health in any way growing up?
Absolutely. When I found out I was adopted, I'm thinking I was about 14, 15.
Okay.
And short story, backstory, my brother and I, we were playing in our playroom in our house, and we used to watch Bruce Lee Kung Fu Saturday morning with each other, and I did a roundhouse kick, and I kicked him, and I hurt him. And when I hurt him, he belted out, "That's why you're adopted."
Oh no.
Very smart. I was a straight A student. I was highly intelligent, but I did not know what that meant. So I started crying because I felt like it was coming from a place of, you being mean to me.
Right.
So he told my mom and dad, they were at work. They came home, sat me down, talked to me, and asked me if I knew what adoption was. I told them no. And they said, well, we're not your biological parents.
Oh no.
Was killed in an accident, in a train accident, when you were a little girl. And from that moment, I was confused. I was hurt. I didn't understand. Still, you explained it to me, but I still didn't understand what you were talking about, because there's no way you can't tell me that's not my dad, because people, there's no way you can't tell me that's not my cousin, because I look just like my cousin. Right. And so I became very, what is the word? I won't say bad, but I was very vengeful.
Right.
I lashed out doing things because at that point I was lost, and who I thought I wasn't that person anymore, even at that young age.
Right.
That's when I started writing. I started writing poems. I started drawing. I started in my room. I started listening to all genres of music, because I put myself in this bubble, because now I'm mad at everybody because why are you not my family?
Right.
So when I got to a certain age and I got enough information about what happened to my mother, I started trying to do research to find out who my family was. Everything was a dead end. The only thing that I knew was what my last name was, and it changed me I was looking for validation. I started acting out. My grades may remain the same, but I wasn't the same little girl anymore.
Right.
I just went into my own world. As an adult, when I got older, I held that pain and that hurt, because I wanted to know the answer as to why in my mind nobody wanted me. Even though I was adopted, what happened? Because in my mind nobody wanted me. And you have that throughout life, when you're trying to date and you're having children and you're trying to be an adult and you have all feelings and emotions. What do you do with them? Because who is my actual family and where do I come from? And 43 years later, I find my family, my entire family. And that has been an awakening and an experience that if you've never gone through that, you will never know how that feels.
Right.
Actually look and touch somebody that has the same blood that's running through your veins. It's not a struggle right now today, but up until then it was. It made me a stronger person. It made me a stronger willed person.
Right.
Very determined to find out where I came from and all the things that I felt when I was younger, not feeling wanted or abandonment issues that I had throughout my entire life. I always felt like I was going to leave me because my family left me. That's all I knew. So now I'm better. It still is a process, but I'm better.
Right.
It makes Sherida a better Sherida. You know?
I agree. So let me ask you, as far as like your mental health from just that traumatic experience, or learning that information, do you feel like, as now that you're the adult Sherida and the entrepreneur Sherida and the mother and the overall entrepreneur that you are, do you feel, after everything that you went through, been through, all of that, do you feel now as the adult Sherida that it was worth it?
Absolutely. No questions asked, no hesitation, no anything. The family that adopted, I don't even like to say adopted family, because my family that I grew up with, I had a great childhood. I mean, now that I look back on it, I had a great childhood. I was a daddy's girl. I was spoiled. I was loved. And now that I'm older, I just appreciate it. Because I do know my actual family, and if I didn't have the hustler mentality that I have, I did not have the drive and the being able to pursue what I want, what I write down, what I think, what I take, what I know, I wouldn't be here today. So I know a lot of people who have walked that line of being adopted.
Right.
A lot of people are not able to find who their real family is. Okay. And you exhaust every resource in the world and you just never know. So for me, I'm an advocate. It's made me very strong. It's made me who everything was already written for me.
Right.
for you, for
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's already written.
Right.
You have to be able to take the puzzle pieces yourself, because nobody's going to give it to you, and
Right.
you have to figure it out.
Yep.
Because nobody really owes you anything in life
At all.
So it's either going to make you stronger or it's going to break you down. Which one do you?
Right.
I want to be stronger.
Exactly. I don't have a plan B, so only plan A is the option.
That's it.
Okay, so as you continue being adding more and more, experience under your belt as far as growing and developing as an entrepreneur, can you see yourself, I'll say, in the next year growing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all within the next year? Or do you feel you are still working on yourself individually and still healing, if that makes sense?
Makes a lot of sense. And I'll take the second one for 500, Alex, because life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
It's great to have a plan. It's great to manifest.
Yes.
Great to speak your affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to get up and thank God before you plant your feet on the ground and say what your day is going to be. But I'm a realist at the end of the day. And I don't know if a year is going to put me where I need to be, because, like I said, constantly, I'm a very active mother.
Right.
So I'm in my girls' lives. So what they go through, what I go through. Right. Sometimes it's a stumbling block and it's a setback. Mm-hmm. What I want to be in that mode where mentally, financially, emotionally, I'm just at 45, I made it there. I would love it. But realistically, I know that I'm going to always have to work on me, because there are people that are watching me. Mm-hmm. You're never going to be the best version of yourself in a day.
Right. 100%.
Right? Was wrong builder today? No. Right. There may be something that happens next week that sets me back for a couple of months. Right. So I would want it to be a year, but realistically, I don't think it's going to be a year. It may take a little longer. A car accident, September of last year, I broke my foot. I almost passed away. So regardless of what I was doing at that time, everything just halted. So you can have all the plans in the world that you want. Yeah. But if God wants you to sit down for a minute and, focus on.
That's true.
So, yeah,
that is true. Okay. I like it. So as far as your, being all the entrepreneur, the mother, all of that, a new grandmother, an author, can you tell me how you feel about... No, I'm not gonna ask that question. Okay, switch it up. Can you tell me how you feel about the new era? Okay, new era of entrepreneurs or content creators. How do you feel that the new era entrepreneurs, content creators, all of that, compared to what we're used to and how we used to grind it out? How do you feel, or how does the new era look as far as helping you in business or in anything that you do? Do you feel like because times have changed, it's something like you can keep up with or use or is beneficial? Or do you remain true to self and what you know and stick to that, but tune it up as time goes?
I think it's a combination of everything that you said.
Okay.
The new generation of entrepreneurs are just what they are. Example, a new car comes out every year. We can keep that 2012, they didn't give you no problem, or we can update to the 2024 that has. I mean, it's your option, it's your choice. For me, it's no form of intimidation because I'm a natural born hustler. I always love to learn from other people. Always a different way that you can do different things. I'm going to always ask somebody who I feel like knows what they're doing, how did you do that? It's different, but I like it.
Right.
And I like it because one thing I learned and I was told when I was younger is that the only thing in life that's constant is change.
That is true.
You have to be able to know that, feel that, love it, hate it, breathe it, eat it, to know that the only way you're going to make it in life is with change.
Yep.
So I'm good with it. It helps me. It doesn't, like I said, doesn't intimidate me. I love to see it. I jot down my little notes and be like, okay, now how does she do that?
Yes. Okay.
So you have the type of people where it's not a crabs in the bucket mentality and don't want to tell you how to get it and what they did so you can get there too. But other than that, I love it. I love seeing it.
Okay. So do you plan on in the future offering like mentorships or coaching or anything? Is that something that you're plan on adding to your business?
You know what, Tony? I have heard so many times how inspirational I am.
Very.
I have heard it so much in my life. And I'm not downing myself. I just don't feel like I'm a role model. And the reason why I don't is because I'm probably not going to tell you the pretty way. In life, this world is so censored. It would have to be a select amount of people or a select group of women that would be like, okay, I know Sherida, and I know she's not going to steer me wrong. Let me just hear what she has to say. As opposed to me just putting myself out there and saying, I'm a mentor, because again, my way was a rough way.
Right.
My way was a hard way. My way was an ugly way. And if you're willing to endure that, then come on, and I can talk to you. But if you want me to hold your hand and pamper you, no, I can't. Like, I can't do that. So I just don't consider myself a role model because I don't know. It's teeter-totter. I don't know. Now I can teach you how to get on the pole, and I can teach you how to, do some dance.
I forgot.
I can do that. Sorry.
It's been so long. I ain't got the mega knees no more.
Oh my goodness.
I don't got them no more like I used to. Oh Lord. I'm just saying, baby. I admire it. I love it, but hey, no. Not no more. Them 20s was fun, baby.
Oh my goodness.
I can't do a caliente night. No, ma'am.
I'm like, what are they talking about?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. It'll be in both our books. Look. Okay. So that pretty much like wraps it up for me. I would like for you just to, tell the people where they can find you on your social media platforms. Tell them, any of your business information that you want to put out. I will also have it in the description box for the video. So just, let people know where to find you, how to find you, and we'll wrap it up.
Auntie kind of old, so my name on Facebook is Sherida Edwards. My handle on Instagram is Sherida Shante 1980. So SHERIDASHONTA 1980. My TikTok is why don't I know?
Sherida.
Queen Sherida 1980, I believe it is. Good job. I'm going to send you the information for the book.
Okay.
And post it later.
Yeah.
Y'all, if you know me, you know I cook. That's my so good. I don't want to post my phone number, but you can inbox me, DM me. You can look on my page and see what I have. I'm going to do a better job with marketing myself. I do have some digital products that I'm going to upload here shortly. And like I said, my clothing line is my baby. When I get that out, I'm going to be able to send you some sets so you can rock it for me.
For sure.
And it's just basically it. I'm so thankful, Tony, that you reached out to me. You're my baby.
No worries. I love you.
Thank you. The opportunity is so much. I'm so proud of you.
Oh God, don't make me cry.
I am
thank you.
Proud of you. And thank you for the opportunity.
Anytime. I love you too. Like you already know. So we like Chucky, okay? Friends till the end.
Good guys.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. You already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Bye.